So I personally feel like Finn actually had the fear of Twink death coming into him, like probably like what a lot of femboys do. And so he probably started HRT to mitigate that overcoming effect, pretty much as a way to escape the reality that would come to pretty much every femboy that happens like after they hit a certain age, like testosterone starts dominating more over the body. Similar to my experience in my case, in which when I started HRT because I wanted to look more like a femboy, like especially with DHT levels increasing as people age more. So that like especially men, like hair starts to bald, like more masculinized facial features. And I believe Finster didn't want any of that, so he started HRT like 6 months ago as he announced.
I think what some people might want to do is just do it temporarily to be feminine, like when you're like 16 to like 20 or whatever. Then you can have a more feminine appearance and give it up later to become more masculine. But if you're invested into that identity and you have experience, all the benefits you can get, it can be hard to go back to being masculine after that.
Yeah, like I think I know like a couple femboys who like they microdose on HRT, or as like now there's like this new thing called like non-binary um HRT treatment. And I personally feel like a lot of them first opt for that, and then eventually they come into the realization, well, I might as well go full in. Similar to Finster's experience as he described, like growing a chest and everything else. Now, of course, there's the genetic factor that yes, there are some people who are quite gifted genetically, but even in a way, like after a certain age or so, like that's when their DHT will start coming in and hitting them. So
Let's not forget that even if you can pass fully without HRT, you're still missing out on HRT benefits. Because a lot of like changes to the body, your sex life, breast growth and everything, you can only get that with HRT.
yeah, that is true. Like, especially even like smaller things like your skin texture and just like there's a lot of factors that HRT actually has benefits in, like even the bodily fat distribution.
Yeah, for example, some people have reported that on HRT they actually reverse hair loss.
Yeah, like that is actually true. I know things like finasteride and HRT, like estrogen itself, like they can actually recover like your hairline if you experience hair loss within your youth or like during your 20s. Like even with body hair itself, like it doesn't make it fully go away, but it does make the hairs a lot softer and a lot easier to shave.